Guys, it's Thursday. We have udon noodle with sardines. We have rice. We have anchovies with fermented anchovies. Ginamus with limes and tomatoes. And this is a 20 peso meal in our apartment. But it's only for Annie. I have chicken joy with my spaghetti. So join me on my vlog. Looking back at 2019 and my first trip around the Philippines. What I was doing this time last year, we didn't have the pandemic and we didn't have the typhoons, but we did have a major disaster in an earthquake on Mindanao, and I was reflecting back of the time I actually rode through around the 29th and 30th of October. I rode through Kidapawan, and I thought there was something wrong with my bike. And when I stopped and pulled over, it wasn't something wrong with the bike. It was the actual earthquake going on while I was riding through Kidapawan. And I should have been staying at the EVA Hotel, EVA, but I couldn't because the front of it had disappeared. And I was talking to Annie yesterday, and I'm thinking to myself, it's been an eventful year, really. You know, I had a great trip around the Philippines. You know, I went to some fantastic islands, and I went to some great cities like Iloilo, Dumaguete. Not really into that. Bacolod, San Juan, Bocol, Bahol, and then the island of Samar and southern Leyte, and Manduk, Naga. A bit dodgy on the Naga because it looks like a nice area, but for me it didn't tick all the boxes, should I say. Legazpi, which I thought was absolutely stunning, and then Alban, and then there's that volcano, and I can't remember the name of the volcano. The pinnacle is just like that. It's beautiful, and the clouds, and they have that national park. My ride around Manila and falling off my bike and or getting run off the road, should I say, and trying to find places to stay without taking a reservation, without taking a booking, or just relying on talking to people on the side of the road, saying, do you know where I can stay, do you know where I can do this, and all that on my scooter. You know, I'd only had it a couple of months, and it was an adventure for Scooty, and it's an adventure for me. You know, I went to Butuan, the big red bridge. You come out of Butuan over the river. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. Meeting the school children that are going across the hanging bridge, and then going to Siargao, and going Siargao, and then going across on the ferry, and understanding how I can turn around and travel on a barge, which I'd never done before. I just turned up and I went with the flow, Joe. Go with the flow, Joe. And then I went all the way up to Vigan, you know, and Vigan, Spanish colonial city, absolutely mesmerising, beautiful. And I was just talking with Annie as we were eating last night, and then it was stay there a couple of days, and Annie stayed here because she had to work, and I had to go and do the journey. And then my journey back south through San Fernando, and down through Baguio, and down through the rice fields and the mountains, and then coming back down into Tarlac, and then coming back into Manila, coming through Manila and going towards the volcano at Tal before it erupted. Saw the ancient town, had some nice food. I had nice food everywhere. It was nice, you know, nice seafood, or udon noodles with some sardines like Annie's just had today, and it was just really, really nice. Barbecue fish, lechon, kidawali, you know, small breads, ubi ice cream, different soups, different fish head soups, and you just eat it. I'm not a big fan of fermented seafood, put it that way, but you try it once, and if you get through it, then you're okay. Being bitten by mosquitoes and other bugs and other beetles and stuff like that, yeah, stunning really. It's part of that cultural life living here in the Philippines, which I really, really, really like a lot. That's why I live here. And then catching the wrong ferry out of what's it called, Bantanes or whatever, I can't pronounce, and I apologise for that, guys. Across to Mindoro, and then coming down to see Bohol at, Boracay at 6 o'clock in the morning, and riding south, you know, through those islands of Caliban and those regional areas that are just, they have so much to offer. And I vlogged each day and I posted those vlogs. They're not brilliant, guys, because it was the first time I'd actually travelled, but if you want to have a look, they're still on my playlist. And just have a little nose and have a little nose around. I was travelling for 31 days through this glorious country, and I want to get back, and it's difficult really. So that's my recollection. The next part looking forward. It's Christmas. So with the pandemic and with the typhoons and everything else that's been going on, Christmas is not that far away. And in the Philippines, Christmas is celebrated from September, sometimes all the way around to Valentine's on the 14th of February. So for all you out there, guys, what are you going to buy your Filipina for Christmas? Hopefully it's not a puppy. Hopefully it's not a cat. Simple for Annie. Maybe we'll go out for crabs again, because she loves her crabs. I'd love to find somewhere that does roast turkey, but I'm failing miserably on that. I won't be buying her anything sexy because she doesn't like any of that. So yeah, I have to think hard and see what you're going to do. But it's not far away, guys. I know it's difficult. I find it difficult sometimes sitting on the balcony, because I would like to go out and I'm not allowed to. But tomorrow I will. I'll go and meet Silina tomorrow, and we'll just have a catch up. We were supposed to meet on Tuesday, but I didn't have a FM pass to get out. But I have an FM pass now. Hot chocolate on the balcony. So wherever you are, if you're sitting there having a nice cup of coffee and it's -10 outside, if you're sitting there and you're having a San Miguel on the beach and it's 35 degrees, I envy you. If you're sitting there in Shore by Sea, looking at the waves coming in and the sunshine just rising up at around 10:30 in the morning, and there's no breeze, enjoy it, Mum. Enjoy it. Anyway, like, share and subscribe. You look after yourselves. I'm just reflecting on my last 12 months. Tomorrow I'm going to do something about condominiums, and I've done the increase in plots of land and foreclosure. I've done the increase in houses for sale. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing increase in condominiums prices or rental. Take care.